Good
Well, good
afternoon
morning.
and cheers to you all,
Good
society.
morning. Happy tidings of great
Happy,
news.
happy, happy, happy Friday to you. Congratulations. You've made it through another week. You're
I know it.
still here. I hope you're safe and well and avoiding the dreaded COVID, and if or certainly avoiding the paranoia of it. Jenna says, yo, yo, yo. Hello, Jenna. I'll be seeing Jenna in a little while because when I'm done on this live, she's getting in her car, heading over here. We're going for a walk. So that'd be nice.
You're going
Looking
to go
forward
get
to
some
that.
coffee.
Yeah, we're going to get a coffee from the chapel, I think,
Nice.
which
Now,
is
you guys are no longer on lockdown, right?
no, we're tier 2 of
Tier
the
2.
UK's bizarre tier system, which means it's largely locked down like it was, although restaurants and things you can sit down. I went and had a sit down meal at the chapel earlier in the week. Very good it was too, and they took 1,000,001 precautions. But the chapel does the best takeaway coffee in the whole of Britain because it's made by a proper barista.
A barista.
Yes, and they know how to make the good coffee. Hello, Folker. Good afternoon to you, sir. Good to see you. And hello to Mr. Neil Mackenzie, king of the Santa letters. It'll be the first coffee you've had. Oh, yeah, of course. Jenna's had toothache and things, and thankfully she's doing better now, I think. But yes, it does stop you drinking and enjoying hot stuff, doesn't it? Anyway, so I hope you've all had a fantastic week. And then for those of you that want to know about the UK tier system, Folker has explained it very nicely there. That's what tier 2 means. It's pretty limited. It's basically 3 tiers we have in this country. One is like you're locked down completely. One is you're fairly locked down, and one is you're sort of locked down a bit. And I don't think there's a tier where you're ever not locked down, because that's how these things work. Gotta keep you scared. Gotta keep you afraid. So good. Yes, Jenna's feeling a lot better. Fantastic. So, like I say, hope you've all had a fantastic week. This week on the live, we are going to take a look in the second part of this, after we've said ta-ra to the moneymakers. We're going to look at some of those sites that were posted in the post I made about, hey, do you know sites that aren't very good? And then people went, yeah, mine, which I wasn't expecting them to do. It was not the purpose of it. So we are going to take a look at some of them at random. I'm just going to go and pick them. We're going to pull them up. We're going to look. I honestly have not spent any time looking at them ahead of the live, because I figured, you know what, it'll be more fun on those ones to do it on a like what my real first impression is, and the same with Kurt. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to look at those. We'll have a laugh, but at the same time, we hope that we will be constructive, because that's what this is for. It's to help the people that have put those forward. So we will look at them. We will try and make some constructive changes, and then hopefully those people will go away between now and next week and make those changes and see an improvement in their site, and then we can revisit it again in the future. We want to help you guys get successful. That's what we're here for. That's what Society 11 is all about. And if you're still one of those people that sat there watching just a bit of this show now and again in the Moneymakers, I just want to give you the reminder we throw at you every week. You need to join the main group, because inside the main group we have got a members area that is packed with tools and training and everything you need. Our Facebook group is full of like-minded ethical marketers that help each other out. Society 11 is not just about selling digital info products. It is. We have people that are doing Kindle. We have people that are doing merchandise. We have people that are doing CPA. We have people that are using all sorts of different business models.
Crypto.
The trick is we're there to kind of help with the marketing and the other things, and to help you be more successful and push forward. It doesn't matter what sort of online digital marketing you may be involved with. It's my belief that being in Society 11 will make you a better person, your business a better business, and you will have more success. And that's all I'm really going to say on it.
And to be honest, in order to have success, you have to also have buy buttons out there. So I'm going to ask a question. How many buy buttons do you actually have out on the internet right now? Let us know.
I've lost count.
Don't just pick a number.
Yeah.
If how many products do you have out there?
Quite a few. I've lost count.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. You should just keep doing them and doing them. I make sales of things like, oh, crikey, that's a product I did and I'd forgotten all about. Maybe I ought to revamp that. Anyway, if you're in the Moneymakers group, thanks for joining us for this bit. We're going to say goodbye to you because we want to talk to our proper members and we want to critique some copy and do some other cool stuff. So that's only going to be happening in the main group. So we'll be back with just the main group after this. And we're back.
And they're gone.
Yeah, they have gone. They
No
have
more
gone.
money makers.
So who do we have? We've got a few of you in watching live. So I'm going to jump over to the Facebook feed on my other screen and find that thread because I haven't got it up yet. That's how organized we are.
Absolutely. We do things on the fly.
Consummate professionals in Society 11. Okay, I've got to find a post. So let me have a look. It was a little while ago now. It's last week, wasn't it? Wednesday or Thursday or something. And I think after I spoke about it on the Wednesday live that we did, which has now become the midweek musings show until it develops and evolves into something else. If you don't know what's going on with that, was the review show. It's evolving. You'll have to watch this week's show. The replay is in the members area. The replay is in the Facebook group. You can watch it in one of those places, and we explained it all there. So I'm not going to go over that again.
Where to find it? I think he just said.
Yes, exactly.
There's something that's called search.
So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was a live that we did on Wednesday though, and I think we titled it Midweek Musings on the actual live. Yep. The post for all the lives goes up in Kurt's name. So if you search for posts by him with live in them, you'll find it pretty much. I think that's
exactly. And then just scroll through the dates.
So let's do a screen share. Actually, what I'm going to do on here is a tab share this week because then we can have the sound as well in case any of these sites have video or anything on them. So this is Tony Fairmeyer's My Business is Your Business consultancy coaching mentoring partnership. And yeah, okay, I see what you mean, Tony. I see why you submitted it, I suppose, as an ugly site. Honestly, what makes a difference between something that is a bit ugly and doesn't really work and something that isn't can be such small changes. You've got a lot of different colors going on your page.
Yep.
We've got a dark blue, a slightly different shade of blue, a blue gradient here, another blue here. We've got green, we've got yellow. And then we've used the same blue here that we've used here, but not the same one as is used up here. The greens don't match. Then, you know, and you've used like 16 million different font sizes. It's just hard to read. I wouldn't read it. I wouldn't get much past that headline because it's just a mess on the eye. Make this normal text, left justify it, bring it over here. Maybe not this. So you can have a headline and a subheadline. Then you want to be into the same size text. And I go a little bit big on my pages. I go to 16 points to 18 points, somewhere in that range for my standard text, because I think just big and bold and looks good, but it's all uniform. It's one size. And then we've got a video, which we will take a quick look at. I don't know how long this video is. Not too long, I don't think. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. Now, interestingly, so we've got
a lot of center justification.
Everything's too centered. This is a mistake loads of people make with design. They think, I'll just center everything. It looks great. It doesn't. It looks hideous. You center for emphasis when you want to drive a point home, a headline, a subheadline. Anything else? No, don't center it.
If you can, bullet it. Make it into bullets. Short, punchy facts.
So again, most of that is this. I would get rid of I know this is cute, but it's dated. Using animated, cartoony, Giphy-like characters on your website, just looks like back in the day, in
No
the
matter
late
what Todd,
90s when we were all on Wildfire. And
no matter what Todd Gross says, those are not coming back.
yeah. So, okay. I mean, if this was me, I would probably make this all a lot smaller, a fraction of the size it is now. This top toolbar, because it establishes who you are and your brand, but you don't need. It's like you're trying to say everything you do. You need to hook people on a strong promise. This comes across a little bit as a hello. I'm a jack of all trades because I do consultancy and coaching and mentoring and partnership, and you need a simple promise.
And they're stair-stepped, and I'm not quite understanding why that is.
And so, and this initial headline, I don't need no stupid consultant coming in here and telling me how to run my business. The problem with that headline is I can get to the end of that and go, correct. Yeah. So then what do I do? Close, monitor whatever I'm doing next. I just go, yeah, I agree, close. It's not a hook. It's not hooking them in. And then you sort of drive it. And I know this is what you have to overcome as your objection. But I don't think it's what the hook is. You need to address what your hook. What's your elevator pitch? What's your promise? What is it you can go? You walk into an elevator, right? We know what an elevator pitch is. It's a really short pitch. And the theory behind it is this. You get into an elevator, in that journey up, which is probably 30 seconds, there's someone in the elevator that is a real influencer in your business. And you have an opportunity to say, hello, I'm Andy. Or, hello, I'm Tony. And give them a quick, this is what I do, without it sounding like you're trying to sell them, just a succinct, boom, elevator pitch. 10, 15 seconds, couple of sentences. And that's what you want to drive home in that headline. Because when people land on this page and you find out you're a consultant, a coach, a mentor, and then I'm like, where do I need to go now? Then I've got this menu in the way, which is too close to the rest of the text anyway. Then I've got this headline where I can go, whatever. It's just not doing what it needs to do. So it needs to be addressed. So let's have a quick look at the video. Might have an elevator pitch in the video. Right. Okay, I thought there was going to be a voice behind this, reading this, and you've got Vidnami. Do the voice thing. Just do the voicing. You're not going to land a client who doesn't know, like, and trust you. And one way you get people to know, like, and trust you is get your voice and that personal connection out there as soon as you possibly can. If this video was narrated, you can still have the music quietly behind it. Then, it would start up and it would go, hi, I'm Tony Fairmer. Wouldn't it be great if you could just get on and I don't know what the script is, so obviously I can't read it at the right pace, but it would flow and they would feel a more personal connection and whatever else. And do it yourself. I don't care if you've got an accent or you've got where else. You're a consultant. People need to be able to speak to you on the phone. The one thing they're going to worry about is, am I going to understand the bloke? That you're going to overcome that objection immediately by having your voice on that video. Such a simple change will take you in Vidnami, half an hour to do? Sit down, record the lines, re-render it, upload it. You're done. Yet it will make a massive difference. Then you've got a buy now button, but I don't know what I'm buying. You haven't really made me an offer. I mean, unless you're doing it in the video. But you sort of come down here. Do you need one? There's a good chance you do. Buy now. Well, I'm not going to buy it. You haven't convinced me.
You have a buy now button, though. That is.
Well, yeah, 10 out of 10.
That's better than 90% of the people that are in internet marketing. Mm-hmm. That is a huge step up. Just saying that.
So, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay, I get what you're saying. This is kind of okay. Again, not the centered bullets. It just looks wrong to have the tick over here and the bullet over here.
Exactly.
Also, you've got some traily tag thing going on there in your HTML. You've got a table not closing or opening properly. I don't know what page builder you've used for this.
But if you're doing everything out of strict HTML, good on you. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, I mean, equally in this day and age, I'm sorry, I'm
I
just
w-
looking. I'm looking at the source of the page, see if I can see what it was built with.
right.
But I can't obviously see that. But I'm doing that on another tab, so you can't see me doing it. It's nothing obvious. I'm guessing it's doesn't look like Mobi. Oh, it could be Mobirise. It's got the container boxes.
Gotcha. Anything asset with asset in it?
Anyway.
Yep.
Here's something else I want to encourage people to think about in general, and that is the tools that you're using. I do maintain the best tools to use are probably the ones you already own. That isn't always the case. If you're a carpenter and all you've got in your toolbox is a rusty old saw and a rusty chisel and a bent screwdriver, you're obviously not going to produce the best quality work. And I think sometimes we cut off our nose to spite our face and we make do with something just because it's cheap or free or something else. Convertri, for me, is, despite the fact I've got loads of ways of building pages and I use lots of ways of building pages, for a landing or a sales page, I still love Convertri because you can put stuff anywhere you damn well want it. You don't have this issue of it's all working in blocks and this has to be centered because that is, and this has to be there because you can put stuff anywhere you freaking want. Now, in some ways, that can be a disadvantage because you've got to be a bit more creative. But if you're modeling your pages on other people's successful ones, it becomes a lot easier. And if you have a pro version of Convertri, you also have that page importer, which is gorgeous because find a sales page you quite like of someone's, import it in, and then obviously significantly change it. But you can use it as a guide and as a template, and it really makes things easy. So just a shout out for Convertri because I happen to like it. Again, I don't care. Use what you've got and what's best. But sometimes if you're getting stuff like this and you don't know how to fix it, a page like this, in my opinion, with errors like this, shouldn't be live. The page that goes up needs to look. You're a business consultant, right? Okay, I'm a business guy. I'm doing online stuff. I come to here. Oh yeah, great, Tony, the business guy. I need this help because, quite frankly, my pages suck and this, that, and the other. And then you scroll down and you go, oh, but he's got an HTML error there. He doesn't know how to do that, and this looks. It doesn't create the right impression. This needs to be, for a consultant, especially when you're making a thing saying I want $100 a month or whatever it is,
right.
You need to absolutely make sure this feels like a page where people would actually give you $500 a month, because then it's a no-brainer decision. They get the bottom of there thinking this guy must be expensive, he must be worth $400 or $500 a month, and you get the bottom is 100, no-brainer, I'm in. So there's a few pointers, Tony. I hope they help. There's some good points coming up in here. Carl just said that, that hit him hard, that point about using your own video, your own voice in a video. I know that some people don't like having their voices in there, and some have really strong regional accents and this, that, and the other. But seriously, in this case, Tony's going to be a consultant. Now, okay, admittedly, it's email consulting, I think. So they're probably not going to be chatting to him anyway. But believe me, them hearing your voice
Yes.
is going to help. And then yes, triple should be triple. I noticed that one. I was just so there's yes. Get your typo sorted out. A spell check, running things through, but invest in Grammarly. Honestly, Grammarly would improve your writing tenfold, no matter how good or how bad you are at writing. And I've seen people put stuff in that I've looked at and gone, oh my goodness, this is okay. I'll give you a real example. I have a friend. He's dyslexic, so he has a condition whereby he's going to get things wrong. He can't spell for toffee. He can't. Even he, writing a document and then putting it through Grammarly and just going, yes, please fix all my mistakes. And okay, I know that's wrong. Please correct it. When he sends me stuff now, I can tell he's Grammarly'd it because it makes sense and it's in English and it's spelt correctly and it comes across far more professionally. He has done several times more business as a result of making that one change in his business, buying Grammarly. Invest in tools, products and services that add value to your business. And yes, Grammarly you have to renew every year and it costs you a boo-hoo. It's worth it. If you're paying a couple of hundred, I don't know, I can't remember what Grammarly costs now, but if you're paying $150 a year for Grammarly and it's generating you even $300 worth of extra business, it's more than paying for itself, isn't it? So your return on investment is there. You don't have to worry about it. Just do it. Boom. Another vote for Grammarly there. Anything like that. We are so spoiled now with AI and the intelligence that these things are gaining. When the first grammar checkers came out, the ones that were built into Word, do you remember them? Unless you were trying to write a William Shakespeare play, it was pretty hopeless. But now these things have learned, and they learn how actual people write and communicate and use the language today. Okay, I'm going to stop doing Tony's. I'm going to just see if there's another page in here that somebody wanted to look at that was one of their own. Because I've got a feeling somebody else posted one and went, yeah.
And I'm going to do this real quick. Sharing your page inside of Society 11 for us to look at is not a bad thing. Even if you think that we're going to rip it apart, you're getting more eyeballs on your sales page. You may have something that other people want to purchase. It's not a bad thing to share your stuff out. When we're asking for sales pages, yes, we weren't looking for your own. However, those that said, you know what, take a look at mine. I understand it's not what it should be. Please give me tips. If you want constructive criticism, we will give you constructive criticism.
Boom. Okay. I think this is Tom Clark's.
Okay.
So this is a landing page, and I don't mind. Landing pages are the most important page you can learn to develop. Every niche I break into starts with a landing page. I go, okay, I want to tackle this niche and see if I can build an audience in it. I'm not going to go into niche unless I know I can build an audience there. What's the point? So I go, okay, so let's say I pick, I'm going to pick one that I'm not doing and have no interest in doing, so that it is a purely hypothetical example. So let's say I go, I want to build a list and an audience in the woodworking niche. It would start with a landing page. I would think of something that people in that niche want or have a problem they want solved. I would find some form of quick, easy solution for it and get it written up. Just doesn't have to be long. It can be a page, it can be 3 sentences. It can be a bullet point list. It doesn't have to be, this is a lead magnet. Clip it together, you set it on the strength of the promise, and then they have to sign up to get it. Boom, they get it. You're building a list, and then I would redirect initially to affiliate offers, Ted's Woodworking or ClickBank or whatever, until such a time as I paid outsourcers to write my own products to sell to that audience, or I sat down and did it myself if it was a topic I really loved. So that's kind of where, for me, any niche starts is a landing page. And the good news for you guys is when you do a landing page, you only have to really nail a couple of things copywriting-wise. The ability to write headlines and subheadlines. It's the same ability, headline, subheadline, same thing. They serve slightly different purposes, but learn how to write headlines. There's loads of literature out there on how to write compelling, good, strong headlines that get people's attention and hook people in. Go and study that literature. And then a strong call to action. Now, a couple of things that we can do that would massively improve this for Tom. His headline starts, let me show you a simple method. Okay, who are you? Now, you put your photo right there of your beautiful face, Tom, right? And if you can't do that, put your ugly mug there instead. Don't matter which. My ugly mug's on a lot of my pages. There is proof, psychological proof in people that have studied all the data, that when you put your photo on a landing page, a sales page, or anything like that, it tends to increase conversions. And again, it's all to do with people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And something as simple as putting your photo on the page means they make this connection. We connect to faces, we connect to humanity. So let me show you, put your picture on there. Let me show you how to do this. Me, this ordinary looking chap here, or person here, or woman here, or whatever you are, this, boom, let me show you. So that might help you. Let me show you a simple method of how newbies are, I would say, that newbies are using to create real commissions daily. using free traffic. I mean, I'd probably kill most of this. It's almost too wordy. Let me show you a simple method that newbies are using right now to create real commissions daily using 100% free traffic. Then you've got into get this easy to faction. That's fine. I'd bold that probably. I would get rid of the yes, I want this here. I would put a sentence in that said, drop your best name and email in below and I'll send you this information right away. Dun, dun, dun. And I would make, yes, I want this, or yes, send me the plan now as your call to action on the button. But as with any suggestion of anything we say for a landing page, you've got to split test it. You could make these changes that I suggest. You could put them up. You could split test it against what you got now, and what you got now could outperform it, because you may know your audience better than I know your audience. So these things have to be tested, but hopefully some of those points that I've given you there might help a little bit.
That's it.
Boom. Right. We are at time, so we're going to wrap up in a minute. Anything else you want to tell the nice people of Society 11 about this week, Kurt?
Well, let's see here. I've only launched a small little project. That's it. It's on Gumroad at the moment. It's doing pretty well, actually, for a recurring revenue. It is not. I've been asked a few times, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. The VidRank tool that's inside of Society 11 membership does essentially the same, but it does not have all the Web 2.0 properties and not all the blogs and everything else that go along with YT Rank Boost. It does the same functionality, just not as in much power, so to speak. So that's the reason why there's not a special offer going inside of Society 11 as well. I have a higher out-of-pocket cost per month on
it's much
YT
higher.
Rank Boost. Yeah,
much higher.
So
he's using it's so many. Honestly, I know that Kurt won't go into the full detail of exactly what it's doing. I know a lot of what it's doing. All I'm going to tell you is this: it's incredibly clever. It's legit. It's not going to get you burnt, and it just freaking works. And if you don't believe me, type Mosh Barry into Google. Just plain straight up Google, and you will see that the top videos that are ranking for Mosh Barry, none of them are mine. I just went and found all the videos for Mosh Barry that slated him, or 3 videos, and I ran them through the ranker. And that all out before that, the top 3 videos were all Mosh's own videos. So just searching for his name, not even a product, not even is Mosh Barry a scammer, just typing Mosh Barry into Google now, the 2 top results. Well, I'm sat here saying that. I'm going to go and check that they still are. But as of yesterday, certainly.
I'm looking right now.
You get
Resolved review. Mosh Barry next scam. Don't buy. Mosh Barry 100% proof scam. Mosh Barry affiliate marketing scam. Stop the BS.
Here's the actual Google page for the result. And these are the ones that are ranking. One of the videos is embedded on this guy's page, so it's pushed him up to the #1 spot. Prior to that, Mosh Barry was the #1 spot for Mosh Barry. And then if you go to videos to see all results, you'll see the 3 videos I did, because you see the purple instead of the blue where I visited them. These are the videos. This one, and there's a 3rd video down here. That I ran through the ranking thing, and that is what has caused these results. So, that's just a proof showing. I just did that for fun to see if it will work, because I don't have a YouTube channel anymore. But I have used it since then. I helped. I sold a copy to somebody the other night. I was sat with them. They'd done a video that day. I went, watch this screen share. Give me the video ID. Let's see where it ranks now. Nowhere. Right. Put that in. Left it. Sat chatting to him for another half an hour, pulled it back up. He's now ranking 8th on one thing and 5th on another. And he's going, bloody hard keywords to get ranked for. The next day, he was so near the top, he immediately went straight to Kurt and went, I want to buy VidRanker, whatever it is, please. YT Rank Boost.
YT Rank
Boost. So sold just on the strength of me demonstrating. And as if you can become an affiliate for this with Kurt, but you have to do it direct because it's a Gumroad deal. So he has to set you up. And I think he's offering 30%, but bear in mind that's recurring. And the beauty of it is, I promise you, if you're somebody that speaks to people a lot or likes doing video demos, you sit and demo it with someone's actual video and rank it for them, they can't wait to buy the software. They want the secret that you've got. And seriously, I've had no problem in, showing it to people and making sales just like that. So it sells itself on the demo. And if you haven't got it yet, do yourself a favor and pick it up. If you do YouTube and ranking,
Right.
if you don't do that, it's no good to you whatsoever.
Well,
Anyway,
you could use it as a service as well as on Fiverr or Freelancer or other gigs.
that's exactly what a friend of mine is going to be doing. The person that bought it yesterday, that you went, oh, so-and-so just bought, and I went, yeah, because I demmed it. Their plan was that they've got videos they want to rank anyway, but they're going to chuck a gig on Fiverr and a couple of other places, charge $10-15 and rank the video and give them guaranteed results. And you know what? On the odd time, obviously it does depend a bit on the video. Like if someone gives you a video and they put no keywords in it, running it through the ranker is not going to really help.
Right.
You've got to have a good title and keywords. That's vital. But after that, the ranker's going to help that and whatever else.
I cannot guarantee that you're going to be in the number one spot.
No, it's not for, yeah.
No, I will guarantee that it will increase your current rankings. And if you're not seen at all, it will get it to where you can be seen. I guarantee that. If you want to see the sites that are actually being utilized right now, the ones that are actually utilizing it, the videos that are going, go to ytrankboost.com. That is a WordPress blog. People are utilizing it right now. I know Mr. Meller's using it for some photography stuff.
My brother is ranking a video for Birmingham photography for wedding photography here in Birmingham. Really hard keywords. There's hugely competitive marketplace. He's already number 8. The video's only been up 2 days, and guess what? There's not even a video there. It's just this is going to be going live.
Right.
But using the vid ranker has really helped hammer it up, and it's climbing all the time. It was down here the other day, and now it's up in 8th. I reckon that by early next week, hopefully, we'll probably see it in the top 5. That'd be my guess, based on what I've seen so far from VidRanker. Anyway, that is. Let
me give you a quick little hint. If you want to have your videos ranking really well, do not automatically upload to YouTube. Save all of your files to an MP4 format. When you edit your files, and you're going to be editing, you're going to rename it to your actual title that you're going to be uploading and sharing on YouTube. Once you do that, you're going to right-click on the actual MP4 file. You're going to go into details, and you're going to see where you'll see 5 stars. You're going to give your actual file a 5-star rating. You're going to give it title information. You're going to give it description information, all within inside of that screen. Let me see if I can find one real quick, because I want to give some good training here real quick. It's something that you guys, no one ever shares anymore. Let me just grab one here as it's sorting. There we go. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me close this out, share screen, boom, share. So here's an MP4 teaser video. I'm going to right click on it. I'm just going to open the path, come over here, and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to go to details. See where it says title? You're also going to be putting the title of your actual video there. You're going to be putting a subtitle, which is another keyword combination of this. You're going to give yourself a 5-star rating. You're going to put in your own tags that you normally would be putting into YouTube. You're going to put in comments, once again, a combination of all your keywords. You're going to scroll down. You're going to put in your sales URL, your promotion URL, your copyright information. You're going to be putting in all of this information, and you're going to make sure that everything matches your keywords as well as your video title. If you fail to do this, you're shooting yourself in the foot right now. This is powerful stuff because when you upload this video to YouTube, who is YouTube owned by? Google. What do? They look at data. They look at all the back end data. All of this back end metadata goes with your video into YouTube. YouTube grabs this information, and this will actually help get your videos ranked higher as well. You do this along with YT Rank Boost for the best results. So that is it. That's all the training you're going to be getting today.
I think we've covered plenty this week on this exciting live, and it's time for us to run away. So we are going to go. Remember, we will be back on Wednesday for our midweek musings. We'll be back again next Friday. We're going to keep the Friday one. If you've got stuff you want critiqued and stuff like that, it'll be on a Friday. We're not going to get into that on the Wednesday show. The Wednesday's going to evolve into something we don't quite know what, reviews and other things. We're just basing it purely on feedback and whatever. It's exactly how this live grew. This one started by just me coming on a Friday and rabbiting at people for 20 minutes. Then it became both of us. Then it developed into what we do now, and I wouldn't change it. So, yeah. Iron Pub tonight, whereby.com/Iron Pub from 9 p.m. London time onwards. I will be there for about 2 hours. But there will be people there beyond that. So if you join late, doesn't matter. There's normally people there at least till 1 a.m. UK time. And recently I've heard that they've had a few, all-nighters and 4 a.m. jobs. I'm too old and sober to do that these days. So, but I'll be there for a couple of hours. We'll talk some marketing. We'll talk some bollocks. We'll have a good time. And we're planning our Christmas Eve ding dong. And we'll be talking about the bingo and everything else. If you're about, pop on, join us. You don't have to come on camera even. You can just join and observe now, but you have to come into the room. So hopefully we'll see some of you later on for that, and we will see you back here next week, and we'll see you in the meantime on Wednesday. And if you get stuck in between that, post in Society 11. That's what it's there for.
That's exactly right.
We will see you lovely bunch of people, same time, same place next week.